Joanne, where are you right now? Good evening, Louise. I'm at home now. Why? I'm out shopping now with some moms from my mom's club right now, and it's taking us a lot longer than we thought. It doesn't look like I'm gonna get home anytime soon, so would it be possible for you to make dinner for Rashawn for me? What? You're saying Rashawn hasn't had dinner yet? There was nothing I could do about it. I'm really busy right now. I haven't been home all day. Rashawn should be at home, so could you go over to my house and make some dinner for him? Well, I guess. I don't want the kid to starve, but… Louise, you've asked me to do this for you a lot. What would you have done if I wasn't home? If you're not going to be home to make dinner for your boy, don't you think you should prepare something before you leave? What are you talking about? You're always home. You never go out. Besides, Rashawn doesn't want cold food reheated. He's much happier to get a hot meal cooked fresh for him. Don't you think? I think Rashawn might be even happier to have dinner with his mom instead of someone he barely knows. Don't you think? We've been through this. Do you not read the messages I send you? I told you, I'm busy. It's important for Rashawn's future that I network with as many people as I can. I think you should consider doing a little more yourself. After all, you're sending your kid to the same private school my son is going to. You should do what I do. Louise, I've told you this many times. We're sending our daughter to that private school just to try it out. We're still not sure if it's really any better than a regular school at this point. So we're not going to start doing what you do just to try to fit in. I think we'll likely be sending our daughter to a public school after this anyway. I just don't think she's learning anything different for the price. Yeah, that's exactly what I'd expect a poor person to say. That's what all the parents who can't afford to keep their kid in the private school say. Everyone knows that a private school is better than a public school. Quit trying to fool yourself. That doesn't mean that public schools are bad and that children can't learn just as much from them. You're acting like only kids from a private school can get into a good college, and that's just not true. Yeah, I don't care what a layman's view on education is. It's just embarrassing. A layman's view? Louise, you're a housewife, right? You've never had a job in your life, have you? Didn't you go to a private school? Did you even go to college? None of that matters. My son has been going to that school an entire year longer than your kid has. I've learned a lot, and I know how things work. The kids who graduate this school get into an even better private high school, and that high school leads to a great college. If your kid can get the recommendation from the principal of this school, they can get into the affiliated private high school. And a recommendation from the principal of that high school can get them into any college in the country. Yeah, but if your kid's not at the top of the class, or if they have behavior problems, you'll never get the recommendation anyway. When your son comes over here, he runs wild and breaks things. And he's always fighting with my daughter and makes her cry. Really? I had no idea. That's hilarious. Maybe your daughter needs to learn how to stand up for herself, huh? Do you want me to tell Rashawn to teach her how to stop being such a wimp? No, you'd better not. In fact, if he doesn't start being nicer, he's not going to be allowed in my house ever again. Huh? So you're going to talk about my son like that now? Does this mean you don't care if he starves tonight? You should care a little bit more about the people your daughter goes to school with. I think a kid who goes to such a great private school should be smart enough to cook his own dinner, but… Hold on! We've just decided we're going out for drinks after this. I'm not going to be home till really late tonight. I know you were just kidding, and that you'll take good care of my son tonight. There's lots of food in the house. Cook whatever you want for him. Bye! Fine, I'll do it. For him. But this is the last time, got it? I'm not doing this for you anymore. Yeah, I hear ya. Bye! This might seem like a strange question, but did you put a couch right outside my front door? It wasn't there last night, and it's suddenly there this morning. Oh, you noticed. That's a present for you. Do you like it? A present? To be frank, it's our old couch that we don't need anymore. But there's nothing wrong with it, so I figured I'd give it to you as a present. Nothing wrong with it? It's got mold all over it. Has it been sitting in your garage for years or something? Really? I didn't notice any mold. But I'm sure if you just wipe it off, there'll be no problem. It has been sitting in our garage for a while, but like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. That doesn't explain why it's sitting on my front step right now. I don't care if there's nothing wrong with it. We don't need another couch. Come get this thing and take it home. What? I'm nice enough to give you a present, and the only thing you can say to me is take it back? Why? Because I didn't ask for it. So what? It's a present. You're being really hard to get along with, you know that, right? If you don't want it, get rid of it yourself. Pardon me? Why do I have to get rid of your couch for you? After I was nice enough to give it to you, you just want to throw it back in my face? I thought I was being nice trying to pay you back for all the times you cooked dinner for my son. You thought you were being nice by making me throw out your couch for you? You know you have to pay for the city to take something this big away. Are you kidding me? Are you telling me you can't afford to pay the tiny amount of money the city charges for removal of large items? If that's the case, you'd better stop sending your daughter to a private school. Louise, please. You've got to stop acting like this. If you're upset that my daughter goes to the same private school as your son, then maybe our family shouldn't associate with each other anymore. Not associate with each other. Our kids go to the same school. We can't avoid each other. Why do you have to be so rude about everything? It's annoying how you think you're as good as us. You want to be like us, so you send your kid to the same school as us. But that's not fooling anyone. How many times do I have to tell you? We're not sending our daughter to that school just because your kid goes there. Look, I'm not talking to you anymore. I'll get rid of this damn couch for you, but don't try anything like this ever again. Thanks. Joanne, my little garbage girl. Hello, my little garbage girl. Long time no see. You really have been trying to stay away from me, haven't you? Hey, I can count on you to clean up for me this time too, right? My mom's club had a barbecue today, so we borrowed your garage. My garage? Yeah, your 2-car garage. That's full of all the garbage we left from our barbecue. Huh? What are you talking about? We would have noticed someone having a barbecue in our garage today. We were home all day. Are you talking about our old house? You know, we moved last month. Someone else has already moved into our old house. Do you even know whose garage you used? Huh? You moved? Yeah. We were looking for a new place for a while. We happened to find a new place just around the time you started getting too annoying. So we closed on the deal as fast as we could because we wanted to get away from you. Huh? What are you talking about? This is the first I've heard about this. The whole reason we moved was to get away from you, so why do you think we'd tell you? I can't believe this. It's only normal to tell your friend that you're moving. What if this new person reports me to the police? Well then, I guess you'll have to take responsibility for what you did, huh? If you use that person's garage without their permission, I think that's trespassing. And if you dumped a bunch of garbage there, isn't that illegal dumping? Or maybe that's vandalism. I'm not sure. You better not say anything. Huh? You're the only one who knows it was me. If you don't say anything, I'll be fine. So, you'd better not say a word. Then again, even if you did, you don't have any proof. So it'd just be your word against mine. I'm deleting our chat history just in case. Are you saying you don't plan on apologizing to this person? Why would I? They weren't home, so they don't know who it was. If I tell them, it'll cause nothing but problems for me. I can't believe you. You trespass on someone's property, mess the place up, and you won't even apologize? Who are you, my mom? Don't tell me what I should do. Regardless, if you say anything, I'll just pretend I have no idea what you're talking about. Wait, but if you promise you won't say anything, then I'll promise not to bother you anymore, okay? You know the saying, you rub my back, I'll rub your back. What do you say, my little Joey Joanne? You called the cops, didn't you? I can't believe you did that to me. The police called me to see if I was home. They said they want to come talk to me. What's wrong with you? Huh? I didn't call the cops. Huh? They called me. They asked me for information, so I gave it. Don't blame that on me. When the police question you, it's your duty to tell them the truth and to help them out if possible. I'd always help the police out. Especially when someone vandalizes the principal of my daughter's private school's house. What? The principal? Yes. What are you talking about? You never believe it, but the person who moved into my old house is the principal of our children's private school. He bought the house from us. Don't lie about stuff like that. It's not a lie. The cops called me because I just moved out of that place and they wanted to make sure I had nothing to do with it. It was funny, because when they called, they actually thought a burglar had broken in or something. Oh, wait. Did you mean you thought I was lying about the principal buying my old place? I couldn't believe it myself when he showed up to look at the place when we put it on the market. I mean, it really is a beautiful house with a nice yard and the location is great, so I guess it's not that surprising. But the only reason we moved out was because I just don't like one of the neighbors. This isn't a laughing matter. Huh? Wait, are you saying the principal already knows who did it? The person who broke into his garage, vandalized the place, and illegally dumped garbage there? Yeah, he knows who did it now. But he called the cops as soon as he got home. I mean, before reviewing the evidence. There's no evidence it was me. I didn't do anything like that. It wasn't me. You can't prove it. I don't have to. The principal will. He has security cameras installed. He's got hours of footage of you and your friends there having your little barbecue. He had security cameras? Yeah. I guess they're small and not easy to see. He has one set up on the wall where he hangs his tools. You'd never notice the camera if you didn't know where to look. In fact, he said he even found footage of you taking some of his tools from off his little workbench and taking them home. You walked right up to the camera and stole some tools. He said there was no mistaking your face. A close-up in HD. Maybe I should put up some security cameras around my house. It seems like they can come in really handy sometimes, huh? I can explain that. About the tools. I wasn't stealing them. He's got lots of tools, and I'm really into DIY right now. I just went over to borrow some of them, that's all. I thought they were yours. It's not like I was stealing them or anything. I was gonna give them back, I swear. Everyone is just exaggerating this way out of proportion. It's not up to you to decide if this is an exaggeration or not. When the police asked me if I knew anything about this, all I did was tell them what I know. They'll decide what's an exaggeration and what isn't. But everything I told the police about you, my husband backed me up on it. All of it? Joanne, please, you have to help me. If we don't do something, I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble. You mean with the police, right? I'm talking about the recommendation. The principal only gives out 1 or 2 to any student who isn't at the top of the class. My son isn't the smartest person. You know that. I was counting on winning over the principal to get that recommendation for my kid. I wouldn't worry about that right now. Right now, you should be more worried about what kind of charges are going to be placed on you and what kind of criminal record you're going to have after all this. A criminal record? All those things you did were illegal, and I doubt you can talk your way out of any of it. The principal has you on camera doing it all. If this was just some random person, I'd assume they'd be looking at paying lots of fines and maybe doing community service. But you're probably looking at all that and having your kid expelled on top of all of it. I just thought of something. Let's just say that you said it was okay. Okay? Huh? Just say that you told me I could have a barbecue at your house today. Then I can say that I didn't know you moved, which is true. And then all this would be just a big misunderstanding. Okay? Please! If you do that for me, I'll let you into my mom's club. What? No thanks. Why not? I know you say that your mom's club is supposed to be some elite group and that you're helping everyone at the school, but everyone knows all you do is just get together and look down your noses at the other families and talk about them behind their backs. You don't do anything to help the school or the students. I don't think you realize that everyone who isn't in your stupid little group talks about you behind your back. We don't do anything like that. Everyone else is just jealous because they're not in my elite club. Even if I wanted to be in your club, I wouldn't try to get you out of this mess just to do it. So when I say that I don't want to join your club at all, you should realize exactly how much I plan on helping you out of this. Don't say that to me. We're friends. Besides, you said you don't care if your kid continues in this school or not, right? You don't care about the principal's recommendation at all, right? So please, just help me. Take the blame on this one for me. You've got nothing to lose. Hey, are you even listening to me? Oh, sorry. I learned it from you, so I was just giving it a try. Huh? You taught me how to not care and how to completely ignore what the other person is saying to you. I'm getting pretty good at it. I think I'm gonna keep doing it. After that, Louise was charged with trespassing, property damage, and theft. Somehow or other, she was able to get everything settled out of court, but she had to pay a staggering amount of money to do it. And she knew that she'd never get the principal's recommendation after that. Amazingly, the principal didn't hold anything against Rashawn and allowed him to stay in the school. I think it was because the principal found it funny that Louise had to pay him for the settlement, and then had to continue paying him tuition if she wanted to keep her kid in his school. Louise really wanted to take her kid out of the school when she knew there was no way for him to get the principal's recommendation anymore. But her son kept telling her that he didn't want to go to a new school and that he wanted to stay with his friends. This put Louise in a really tight spot. She lost all respect she had with anyone when everyone found out about her lawsuit with the principal. Things got even worse for Louise when rumors started going around that my daughter was a possible pick for the principal's recommendation, and we didn't even want it. After the lawsuit, nobody that hung around with Louise in her mom's club wanted to be associated with her anymore. So they all dropped out and formed a new club without her. Louise found that she no longer had any friends and that she had become the laughingstock of all the other parents at the school. So, in other words, everything worked out perfectly. Everyone got what they deserved. Thanks for watching! If you like this video, please press the like button. See you next time!